Today I'm going to show you how you can get 8,000 plus Dragon Stones on the global version of Dokkan Battle. So I would like to start this video off by saying it is a new year, 2024. We are trying to go extra hard this year on the channel, and I'm gonna need you guys' support to do that. So I'm gonna ask you one more time to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because you're gonna hear that a lot. You're gonna hear that a lot this year. But let's get into what we're going to be talking about today, and that is how you can get 8,000 plus Dragon Stones on the global version of Dokkan Battle before the sync up, because as currently right now we know the sync up is probably going to happen somewhere around the 10th year anniversary, since the 9th year anniversary is actually split up again as it was beforehand on the global and JP version of Dokkan Battle. So we can all safely bet that we're not definitely going to get the sync up anytime this year, unless they surprise us and they've only waited a year and we get it for the worldwide celebration. And to that, I would say you still should probably be able to get 8,000 plus Dragon Stones before then as well. So let's talk about the reason why we're doing this right now. Because one, new year, we already know that the 9th year anniversary is going to be happening at the end of this month, and that's the time when everyone wants to start saving Dragon Stones and stuff like that on the global version of Dokkan Battle. And seeing as we're going to have a sync up as well too, that's going to happen again this time probably next year, if not the worldwide celebration this year, which again highly doubt. But the reason why is because a lot of people with that sync up is going to be asking themselves if they want to actually come back from the JP version of Dokkan Battle, because no one's going to go from the global version after the sync up to the JP version, which would make no sense whatsoever at all, since we're both going to be synced up and have the same schedule. It wouldn't necessarily matter. It wouldn't make sense for you to just be like, well, I'm gonna play JP because JP better at that point in time. It's more of the JP players is definitely going to be coming back to the global version, and some of you guys may have already just left that global account in the dust and you don't necessarily have it anymore. You're gonna have to start from scratch. Or for the person currently right now that's watching this that's thinking, should I start Dokkan Battle? Yes, you should. And like I said, you're gonna be able to get a massive amount of Dragon Stones before then, before this sync up. That way everything will be a whole lot better for each and every last one of you. And also with that sync up, you'll just have a ton of Dragon Stones that you'll be able to use at your leisure going forward in the new sort of sync up and new sort of mainstream of Dokkan Battle and how it's going to be. Let's talk about this really quick. So getting into this whole aspect of the Dragon Stones, I'm gonna start up with sort of like the biggest and easiest things of how you can actually get Dragon Stones and how much you're probably going to be able to get from this one. And I'm going to start out with the actual worldwide celebration first, because I have it popped up here first. Now, that worldwide celebration last year, as you can see currently right now, we actually did get 1,000 plus Dragon Stones on the global version, and then almost 1,000 for the JP version of that one. That's already counting 1,000 right there. Obviously, that is if you can do everything, and seeing as you're going to be a new account, you won't be able to do everything. Now, going over to the 8th anniversary, again, you can see that this was the global version when we got 1,200 plus Dragon Stones. So that's already 2,200 plus Dragon Stones in the span of about 3-ish months right there. Like, that's a lot of Dragon Stones, and that's again also not counting in your regular logins and stuff like that you're going to be doing. And also, I'm going to make a big sort of thing right now. I'm going to say that if you wanted to go the extra mile, one of the easiest and probably smartest decisions, especially if you're a whale or if you're playing on to being a whale in Dokkan Battle, stuff like that, the best sort of way that you can help out and get even more Dragon Stones out of this even faster is if you actually buy the stone pack right now and actually get the I think it's a $10 pack for like 30 days, and you'll get your Dragon Stones there. I think it's like 95 or something like that Dragon Stones that you get in that month going forward. That actually will add up. I mean, that's going to be almost 1,300 Dragon Stones that you will have in the full year of it, on top of all the free Dragon Stones that you're going to be getting. And again, like I said, it's only $10 literally a month. So if you are a mega whale and you're trying to come back in on the global version, you just want to have way more Dragon Stones, that is another huge thing that you can do. And I'm also not necessarily really factoring that in on this, but if I did factor that in, then it's like almost 10,000 plus Dragon Stones that you'll be able to have. And that's again not counting all the other huge high like I would say Golden Week, Say a Day, stuff like that, and even also Tanabata stuff, that you're going to be getting a lot of Dragon Stones throughout as well. And that's not counting none of that and none of those missions that come with that one. This is just basically what you could actually definitely get in the game currently right now of logging in and playing the game. Also, again, like I said, if you're all on the JP side and you do want to come over to the global version and stuff like that when the sync up does happen, like, again, if you do that and on the downtimes and you're just going through story and stuff like that, you're going to get a massive amount of Dragon Stones, like an absolute massive amount. Like, it's not even seriously funny how many Dragon Stones you're going to be getting. Like, and this is like a little bit old right now. As you can see, it does have November 12th, 2023 on it. So it is a little older, but it's somewhat accurate to how many Dragon Stones you can definitely be getting. And you can look at the story mode and see there's like 675 Dragon Stones that you can currently get by going through that. And then also on top of all your missions and stuff like that, that you'll be able to get Dragon Stones from again, just naturally ranking up and literally doing like all the missions that actually pertain that you get from just beating the story. And collecting those missions, like, you'll be getting over 1,000 plus. That's already without the Dragon Stone pack in. That's already over, like, I would say about 4,000 Dragon Stones that you're going to be getting. I'm telling you right now, it's insane what you can literally do with Dokkan Battle currently right now as to everything they have. So I'm going to take you in game and I'm going to show you even more that you can actually get. Okay, so we're currently in game right now and you're going to be able to see like all the Dragon Stones you can actually get from completing missions and stuff like that from the actual events. Now obviously I'm going to say right now, take this with a grain of salt, that if you're starting out a new account and stuff like that, you're not going to be able to do all the missions that pertain to like categories and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to beat that. Like, your best bet would be to probably summon for either the anniversary or worldwide on your global account. That way you actually have some spicy units there that can help you beat other events and stuff, because like I said, you're not going to be able to do this all in like one day or anything like that. This is an actual full year of waiting for the global version to actually sync up, or half a year depending on if they do it for the worldwide celebration or not. We don't know yet, but going through this and see, like, you can see, like, this is just the first part right now that we currently have with the current missions and stuff. Like, you have your explosive growth that's going to give you 23, 31, 11, 10, 10, 30 here, another 40 here, 33, 20, 80, 50, 11. Again, Super Battle Road, 360 Dragon Stones. Like I said, some of those do have categories and stuff like that, so you're probably not going to be able to do that much with it unless you're like somewhat summoning a little bit. And also, this is Super Battle Road, so all those events that used to be hard aren't necessarily hard anymore, because like, if it doesn't have to pertain to a category that you can't necessarily get from like free-to-play cards, which I'm going to assume well, again, a lot of these free-to-play cards do have easy A's and stuff like that, and they also are pretty good and would be able to go through and destroy like Super Battle Road, Infinite Dragon Ball History and stuff like that. They'll be able to go, they'll hold their own through that one, especially if you summon on like I said, an anniversary or worldwide, and it somehow pertains to whatever category and stuff like that. You'll be able to dominate, because those would be the best units of the game, you know, at that point in time of through the year. So you'll have a lot to go through. Like I said, there's 61, 105, 717. Like I said, you could probably knock off about 150 Dragon Stones just from that, because again, like categories and stuff like that. But just going through and beating this with like a set team and stuff like that, like you could go through and beat this with a set team. It's not necessarily hard, and this is also not counting in like anything that you're going to be doing with other events from like I said, world tournament things or anything like that. I'm not counting in any of those, or like ultimate clash and stuff like that. I'm not like putting that in the game and saying like, hey, you're going to be beating that and all that stuff through there, because again, you're going to have a certain amount of units and stuff like that. Like you might be able to beat like a couple of the stages and stuff like that to get some Dragon Stones out of it, but I doubt you're going to be going through and just destroying everything, unless it's like a event or something like that where we have a campaign that is like they're extremely weak on purpose. Then yeah, you'll be able to go through and get some more Dragon Stones that way. And this is also not factoring in I'm going to say all-star battle. I'm not factoring in that, just for the simple fact that, like I said, after a while it gets hard, so I'm not factoring in that whatsoever at all. And if you somehow summon on the global account and you don't want to save everything, then sure, yeah, but if that wouldn't be the point of this video. But yeah, so you can go through, you can see like Tree and Might stuff, all these things that have like 3, 6, you know, lower ends and stuff like that. Like they still add up. And like I said, 145 from the punching mission, which again is just a nuking event, which you could definitely do. Easy A's, I'm not factoring in all the easy A's because, like I said, again, some of them are probably going to be hard for you, especially when you're starting out on Dokkan Battle. Some of them should be somewhat hard, some of them aren't, but like I said, I'm not factoring in the missions and stuff like that you get from that. Like I think most of these are just going back and doing it another one in a time limit and stuff like that. So like you can easily do it, and you can see like 9 Dragon Stones there. Again, I'm just going through and just showing you like all the easy A ones there, and then you get 19 for all of the strike up cards. By the way, are pretty solid after their easy A's and their awakenings and stuff. They're pretty solid. You can see the 19 Dragon Stones piling up, and again, Piccolo will be the next one that we get pretty soon on the global version. So again, that's another 19 Dragon Stones as well. And then for the ones that I've completed and stuff like that, like just for linking your Bandai Namco account, you get 15 Dragon Stones on that. Like I said, I'm not going to necessarily worry about the Winter Frost stuff and everything, because like I said, you have to be playing the game and doing all that, and again, free tickets and stuff like that, which all the way through will help you a lot more. But like, there you go, just for like ranking up, and you'll get 258 Dragon Stones just from ranking, and 25 Elder Kai. So by the way, like your account, especially if you're not really using your account all that much, except for maybe like summoning for the biggest things or like the Anniversary Worldwide, just so you can have those units before the sync up, like you'll have Kai galore on your account. Like this is just going for Dragon Stones, but just all the extra sort of amenities that you'll have in the game, like training items, locations, and all this stuff. You'll have all this being racked up, Zany, everything. Like you'll be max Zany, all of a sudden won't have to worry about all your easy A stuff, like crazy. And again, like I said, I'm not factoring in the fact that you get like free summons through a lot of events and stuff like that you can get tickets for. Like I'm not even factoring that in. That can help you get like LRs and stuff like that. That can also help you push your account more to do some of the harder events and stuff that do have easy A's and everything. Like not even factoring that stuff in. But like I said, I'm just going through and showing you that there's a massive amount. Like, I mean, like 50 Dragon Stones there, or like Red Zone 55, 55, 50, 50. Like I said, Red Zone, I'm not going to necessarily expect you to beat all of it unless it's like closer to the end of the year and you summon on a couple of things. Then yeah, obviously you'll be able to pick those Dragon Stones up and stuff like that. Like Fighting Legends Goku, 124, 150. Another big one is the Boss Rush. That's 615 Dragon Stones, which aren't like tied to any sort of category things. Like you just have to complete them. You just have to beat that stage, and that's it. And that's 615 Dragon Stones to you currently right then and there. And then, like I said, Extreme Super Battle Road 300 and 329. I thought that would be rounded out a little more. Fighting Vegeta's 114, 80 here. So basically, like you get the gist. Like I'm still scrolling through here. Like I'd have to scroll all the way down through here like this, and you can still see like all the easy A stuff. Like all the other things is going to have a decent amount of Dragon Stones in it. Like this is all going to be there that you can get. Like basically, like not capping, you can definitely get over 8,000 plus Dragon Stones. And if you somehow want to buy the Dragon Stone pack, that's going to get you the capsule pack, like you'll have another like almost 1,300 Dragon Stones right then and there that you'll get. Well, roughly another 1,200 plus Dragon Stones that you'll be able to have until the anniversary pops up, or the sync up pops up for the 10th year anniversary on the global side of Dokkan Battle. Like massive amount of Dragon Stones that you can literally get, and it's literally probably one of the smartest things you can actually do, especially if you are want to make that shift back over from a JP player to a global player. Like once that sync up hits, easily can have a stacked account that can probably power you through the whole I would say 2025 year of Dokkan Battle, and that depends on what they do after that and what they introduce that's new to the game. It's going to be easier to get Dragon Stones again, and I'm not even factoring in the fact that they have the new sort of profile thing where you can literally get from the pixel art where you get 10 Dragon Stones on that, which I'm going to assume you can probably do every month or so. So I'm not even factoring that part in as well. And like I said, the amount of Dragon Stones that you can currently get on the global version of Dokkan Battle, especially before we get to the 10th year anniversary and the sync up, is just insane. Like absolutely insane. Like again, one of the smartest things you can do, and again, if you're watching this as you know, this video's been like later on down the line, a couple of months from now, stuff like that, you can still do this. You still will you would have missed out on a little bit of Dragon Stones, but you can still do it because you never know. The 9th year anniversary could probably have way more dragon stones, which I'm going to assume is going to have more dragon stones. Same thing with the worldwide celebration, have more dragon stones in it. And then also, if they want to do anything, which we've heard that they're going to implement like new sort of events and stuff like that in the game, could help you get massive amount more of dragon stones to help your account. That way the sync up happens, and then boom, now you have like 10,000 plus dragon stones on your account that you can go absolutely buck wild with going forward with a new version of Dokkan Battle that's synced up with JP. So now you can hit every banner that you actually want and skip and be very comfortable with Dokkan Battle, and that's without spending any dragon stones probably in the year 2025, especially since at that point in time you will be getting actual more dragon stones. So at that point in time, with the sync up is going to be the 10th year anniversary, say we're going to have that, you will have that 10th year anniversary that's going to be given a massive amount of dragon stones. We all know the 10th year anniversary is giving out a massive amount of dragon stones. That is a crazy milestone for Dokkan Battle to hit 10 years as a mobile game. 10 years, yeah, it's going to be absolutely insane, and the worldwide celebration that year will be even more insane as well too. So I'm saying right now, definitely over 8,000 plus, probably even over 10,000 plus by the time the sync up actually hits, because you never know, we might get dragon stones for the sync up and stuff like that. Crazy things that can happen for this year. And like I said, if you do plan on going this route, easily you can go this and do this and just get a massive amount of dragon stones. So again, hopefully this video did serve a purpose for you and was more informational for you. And if it was, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'm out. Peace.